This is from July 1994's Lecture of the Month, LA, February 20th, 1994. I'll play some video clips, then I'll make a commentary on them.
I'll tell you why that is so in a minute. That can be acted through by some other force. How that can happen. There are forces and techniques beyond your comprehension, beyond your understanding, that control your life. And it's also beyond understanding of people, very many people who are change agents. In other words, you may not be aware that you're such a person under the influence of another one who's really the influence and you're just the victim creating another victim. And then I'm going to give them back to themselves. So I'm going to reward them if they come up there. I'll show you how it's done. But what I want to show you this, and I want you to bear it in mind, that I'm going to put suggestions in the minds of these people while they're in the hypnotic state, but they won't know they're in the hypnotic state, because hypnotic state does not feel any different from the hypnotic state you're already in. Well, we'll put spaghetti and meatballs in there instead of Jesus. And the Lord said unto Jesus, spaghetti and meatballs. And he would notice any difference. It would sound like Jesus. I could put interpretations in there. And they'd read that, spaghetti and meatballs, and they'd say, well, don't you mean Jesus? I said, yeah, that's right, spaghetti and meatballs. That's who it is. That's who's your Savior. See, I can get them to use those words, and they won't see anything wrong. So I can do all kinds of funny things, but I like. So there's two kinds of people: one that will admit it, and the one I can never wake up. That's the funny one. I hope there is not the second, but there usually is, and they may wake up somewhere down the line. But no matter how much you try to tell them that I made you do it, I made you do it. Did you hear what I told you? I put that suggestion in your mind. Now, what did I say to you to do? You said, change my shoes around. I'll say, okay, then I made you do it, didn't I? Did you hear the suggestion that I said I would make you change your shoes around and you'd make an excuse for it, right? Yes. Now, don't make an excuse for it. Now, who did? Now, listen. I'm saying, don't make an excuse for it. Now, who made you do it? My feet were uncomfortable.
There we are. That can be acted through by some other force. Roy Masters and others like him operating through his followers. He's talking about leaving your body and influencing people to do things. He says that people being controlled don't know they're being controlled, even when they made them do this. What he's telling his followers to do this when they leave their bodies. His followers are just to be used by 160 or so others like Roy Masters. Forces you don't understand. Third part, put suggestions in the minds of people which, when they're in the hypnotic state, that's why you never talk to cult leader Roy Masters. When FHU cult members leave their bodies and make people do stuff, they don't see that they are doing what they're doing. In the fifth part, I made you change your shoes around, and they made an excuse. This is similar to Roy Masters and his followers leaving their bodies and making people do things. Then these people are asked when they're caught why they did this, and they make an excuse. They cannot see that they're being controlled by FHU cult members, and then 160 or so others like Roy Masters that operate through the FHU cult members.